Greetings everyone, and great here. Another Age Empires 4 replay as well on bottom left side as the blue Holy Roman Empire with GiveUAnxiety. While on right side as the yellow Chinese with Valdemar1902. Economic benefits. Of course, the Chinese have access to the Imperial Official. The Imperial Official not only provides taxable income, but increased resource drop-off. And additionally, when you get up to Song Dynasty, you can get out villagers at 15 seconds rather than 20 seconds. Holy Roman Empire does have access to Prelate, inspiring these villagers to collect 40% faster. Divine intervention there. Of course, they also have access to the, what's it called, handcart, for the increased drop-off as well. Extra carrying capacity, 40% more carrying resource carrying capacity. I think combine that with your barrel, you probably get up to like 20 carrying capacity rather than just 15. In this age, it just gives you 12 rather than just 10. Nothing too significant, but I suppose it does provide a bit more effect when it comes to, say, huntables we already have inherently higher carrying capacity. And now let's talk about the unique units both sides can deploy out in Feudal Age. The Chinese has unique unit is the Zunshnu, a burst fire crossbowman, effective versus low pierce armored units. The Holy Roman Empire can deploy out the early man-at-arms, which would be a good item against the Zunshnu's. In fact, man-at-arms in Feudal Age is some of the toughest units to deal with because of the fact that there's not any real good counters. Heavy horsemen have spearmen, but Feudal Age man-at-arms, they don't have any counters, any hard counters. Not really even soft counters either. We've always got the Aachen Chapel on the field, one of the most powerful landmarks, Feudal Age landmarks. When a Predator garrison site gets plus 40% drop off. Though it's in a weird position right there. It probably would have been better to deploy it closer to the stone or the gold. There's a lot of them get some good wood collection, and later on some food with the farms, but that's about it. Why should deploy it close to the stone over here? Just get so he has a bit more stone collection. So I disagree with the placement of the Aachen Chapel. Vatican's Sun is a powerful outpost with our hand cannon nearest already. Has a good solid defensive structure. And now do you already have man-at-arms production being deployed on out. You can go for these forest puppers and increases food collection before it goes for the farms. Man-at-arms push way forward. Chinese does have an inherently good defensive capability versus the Feudal Age man-at-arms, however. The hand cannon slits do hit hard, 25 damage. So they do some decent, they can put some holes in these man-at-arms, and you can put some more outposts there, and hand cannon slits are pretty cost-effective, even in comparison to spring galls. So you could go for mass outpost hand cannoneer slits in order to defend himself. Got now survival techniques being researched by the Holy Roman Empire. Early man-at-arms push away forward. We'll be able to find some units here. Zunshnu will do 1 damage per arrow, so it does 3 damage per volley. Got the scout here as well. Villagers do not have textiles just yet, and it will take a significant amount of time for these men-at-arms to be picked off by these Zunshnus. More man-at-arms now push away forward as well as an archer. Man-at-arms make his advance. It'll take the Zunshnu a very long time to stop this man-at-arms from hacking about the villagers. Does find a wounded villager here as well. Villager has 10 health remaining. The act of the early man-at-arms is 10. So we'll be able to 5-shot these villagers. That villager does go down. Nicely picked there by the archer. He does have access to this wood deposit here, so you can actually pull out a lumber yard here to claim up this wood rather than trying to go for here, which is apparently a little bit more exposed to the flanking man-at-arms. This man-at-arms still has plenty of health. That was the first one. It only has lost 20 health. Zunshnu's will get a volley there. Zunshnu's and man-at-arms do move at the same speed at 1.12 tiles per second. Of course, the Holy Roman Empire can get marching drills to make his man-at-arms move as fast as spearmen. But right now, these Zunshnu's only can be used defensively. We do have the Imperial Palace here, or Imperial Academy, which allows them to pull out the villagers now at 1 every 15 seconds, thanks to the Song Dynasty. And wheelbarrow is not being researched for the Chinese player. Over here, no economic text at the moment. Some damage around the early man arms. Let's get plus 1 pierce armor, so the additional arrows and outposts will go from 3 down to 2 damage, 50% damage resistance. So you just like tune that. This one could go for pierce damage to improve the outposts. Won't improve the Zinschnoo's damage, however, other than versus the archers. You have martial drills not being researched by the Holy Roman Empire. That's allow his man arms to move around a bit more quickly and keep the same speed as the archer as well. So they become a nice little mixed force there. Some of these villagers may go down. He does pull them back at the last moment. With this urbanized area, this will go great for the Zinschnoos. No hand cannon or slit over here. And arms see a bit of fire there. Zinschnoo's now coming over here to get some damage as well. And arms finally goes down there. The boar is not being flamed up. Scout is drawing fire there. The boar is now down. Let's claim up the boar first. The boar does have a faster gathering rate. It does immediately put a mill next to it. Put a prelate right next to it as well, and you get absurd collection rate. The boar collects up like 0.9 per minute. The ear point collects up like 0.81, while the farms and sheep collect up 0.75. Berries collect up around 0.66 or 0.67. Boarfish has the same collection rate as deer as well at 0.81. What's it, 83? I always forget. But you got the exotic doggos gains up by some of the early man arms. We got a good number of Zinschnoos here, 20. So 20 times 3 is 60 damage, which is able to then allow the 2-shot man arms. Going for a granary here, right next to the forest pumpers. It just increases gathering rate on farms, right? Not on, oh, the granary does get cancelled there. Increase gathering rate on farms, not on, yep, not on deer, so it shouldn't affect these deer collection rate. But still be a good placement there for later on. Scout receives a bit of damage there. Zinschnoos do take out that early night. Do you have the +1 damage? You will get some extra damage on the horseman with only 3 pierce armor. Of course, is taking out those Zinschnoos there. Zinschnoo armies back here at the moment. We got 1 town center for both players so far. Of course, I'll give the Chinese still a slight advantage in villager production. Astronomical clock tower being blown in field. Going from Nessa Bees wouldn't be half bad, but he sees all these horsemen. Astronomical clock tower is still generally better than the Imperial Palace. Imperial Palace is a nice little lighthouse, which actually could be useful in this map since it's a bit laney. Put it right around here. It'll spot down there quite easily, as well as up here. Your official here, the group dropped off. It does spot the granary and some of these villagers. Some of these villagers will go down. Horsemen will take 2 damage per arrow rather than 1, so they take a lot more, 100% more damage compared to man-at-arms. Now you're going to go for pierce damage, and you get the veterans into as well. This will give them an actual sizable amount of damage increase against these man-at-arms. You'll get up to +2 damage, which makes it Essentially, that his right now his Zinchnews can do 3 damage per arrow, so increasing his damage output from 1 damage per arrow to 3 damage per arrow, or in other words, a 200% damage increase. Very important indeed. Yep, right now he's at 6, soon to be 7. Does collect some taxes there, 5 coins. Hope those work with your life, buddy. Horseman pushes right forward, then Peer Official does go down. He's getting split up. We got some Zinchnews over here. They can actually do some reasonable damage right now. We're gonna need this Cathedral going up. He's gonna need to get some immediate Pierce armor for those man-at-arms as soon as he can. He's trying to stall out these Zinchnews. He does have a scout here for spawning, but right now he's not paying attention. Some of these are just gonna get annihilated. Gonna advance his way forward. And that force got hit hard over here. Zinchnews push way forward, gain some decent damage there. And focus on this horseman, do full damage for the range. Zinchnews maybe will finish off the rest of these units, but it's going to be very close. I hear relics being picked up by blue, not by yellow. Immediately for Pierce armor, doesn't get the man-at-arms research to upgrade his early man-at-arms to regular man-at-arms. And Zinchnews do clean up all those forces there. There's a small window for these Zinchnews can do some good work, so that's why he's being aggressive with them. This relic will be denied for now. Coach trying to get inside the town center. He's going to lose a number of these Zinchnews, but their usefulness has largely passed. Let's take out some of these man-at-arms as well. Anyone back off from town center? That is enough room for all those villagers. Nope. There's one guy who has a short straw, but he's not getting hit. Chinese monk not getting hit and capture up. Oh no, he's trying to steal this relic, and this will notify his opponent he's trying to take that relic. His opponent has gone for Regnade's Cathedral, so we're going. The Holy Empire player needs to be highly aggressive to win these relics. Man-at-arms have been upgraded, so they have 6 pierce armor, so they only take 1 damage now per arrow. This monk needs to pick up that relic, stop healing, start carrying. So right now, oh, takes out a villager there, very nice. Could take out that villager as well, does not. Right now, this force is in too small number against Zinchnews. These Zinchnews getting some good damage there. The scout went down there. Got a monk here, can quickly claim out this relic. If the Chinese player is able to claim up 3 relics, that can be incredibly good. He may be able to claim up this one. Monk's not moving over there. Regnade's Cathedral gives him plus 200% income from the relics, so in other words, each relic's worth 3. If he gets 2, that's basically 6 relics. If the Chinese player is able to claim 3, he has half the free gold income, or at least denies his opponent additional relic. It's better to be down by 1, basically, rather than be down by 9 versus 2. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, exponential difference, to say the least. Second side not being captured up. That will provide him some decent gold generation as well. We do now have the Mangonel being pulled down the field. Both players picked up 2, and the last one is right there. In which he can also throw them pagodas as a good alternative. This also gives them extra resources for everything else. Pagodas, how expensive are they? I rarely ever seen them get built. They only cost 150 wood, so nothing too significant. It will generate less gold, but will provide other resources, including stone. And stone is a little bit rare on this map. Got stone here and here, as opposed to here and here, and that's it. There's a small stone right there, so there's approximately 4,800 stone that each player has to work with. So putting the pagodas nice and early will give the Chinese player some extra stone to work with. Horseman faints on 4, they have 4 pierce armor. The Zinchnews right now doing 7 damage, so they will take 3 damage per arrow. They could be upgraded to Veteran Horseman to get additional pierce armor. Or is it the Elite Horseman that gets additional pierce armor? I forget when they get that additional armor. I do know that the early Horsemen now only have 1 pierce armor. And he will get some damage there. Does take out one of the horsemen. These horsemen are getting tied up by the villagers. He does have a superior number of villagers at the moment, so losing them is not exactly great. He does have the second town center there, so he has 2.5 town centers. Like the Holy Roman Empire will probably go for the also Swabia to get his own powerful town center. Also cheaper. This map is a bit laney. The other landmark will give damage resistance to nearby keeps, was it? Or nearby buildings? Would be also useful as well. This map can be very laney. Lancers engage the horsemen. Okay, that's one scout and lancer. Crossbows right there. Not good engagement there for the Chinese player overall. Going for another granary now. You may want to get another granary right there, and that should be good coverage. Does clean up those horsemen. Does cancel those palisade walls there. Maybe we can get another lumber campus region. Cancel something. Horsemen trying to find another opening here. There's lancers and crossbows and Zinchnews here. Half crossbows, half Zinchnews about. A little bit more in favor of Zinchnews, of course. Sacred Site has now been captured. These forest puppers will be split up from each other. There's the female. These are both males. So that deer population will end there, being split up like that. Right now, the force right now is 55 to 48. Higher quality for Chinese as well. The horsemen advancing forward will spot the palisade walls there. It's not fully walled in just yet, but soon to be. Going for a palisade gate as well. Got a Sacred Site captured up by yellow, one captured up by blue. And this is soon to be captured up by yellow as well. Does have a hand cannoneer slit as well. Lancers now making their way forward. Imperial Palace now being employed on the field. This will put in the Ting dynasty, if I remember correctly. You may want to go for the Great Gatehouse in the center right here, enough to reach this gold deposit. Great Gatehouse will help them contest the center of the map. Lancers now push way forward. We do have, looks like a handful of villagers may go down. Yep, good number of villagers will go down, and right now these are not replaceable for the Holy Roman Empire. You can't be losing these villagers like this. We got a pair of Mangonels here that should be very effective. Paints it forward. Mangonels do hit one Lancer pretty good. The rest are falling back now. Yellow will be backing on off now. And we do got a nice crossing key there, preventing any more palisade walls going up right there for the time being. And that villager will be stabbed to death. Blues are starting to collect this gold right there. Either side is touching the central gold at the moment. And now the Sacred Site being decaptured as well. You know, as a sizable force here, including 3 spring golds, should be more than plenty to gauge these Mangonels. There's 5 clock tower spring golds with 1 in the field. That's quite a bit of spring golds. This gold deposit will be denied rather shortly, and this is the 2 safe gold deposits for blue. So He's doing a good job denying his opponent's gold. While yellow's extra gold deposit is over here on the same side of the map, while the safe one, the one up here, is being camped by a horseman, but he has some gold to work with, and actually is eyeing for the central gold as well. Much forces here for those lancers to clean up out that area. Palace Swabby not being blowed out in the field. We've got quite a bit of resources here. Spirit Way going up. He's not eyeing for the Great Gatehouse just yet. Yuan Dynasty. If he gets all the landmarks deploying field, he will have Ming, and then he'll have access to Grenadiers, which could be very useful for the opponent's man-at-arms and spearmen, but be a bit weak to those Magnos and archers. Let's plant some more villagers in the center of the map. Imperial Age now researched by the Holy Roman Empire. Or no, that's from the Chinese player. Holy Roman Empire is almost complete as well. Let's get a bit of a spear brace here. Chinese arms moving way forward. Has 5 screw bolts here. Yeah, that's about the 5 spring bolts. At least 4 of them fired. Maybe just only knows what the 4. Still enough to take out both the Mangonels instantaneously. Oh, and there is a keep there, terraforming the entire landscape. If he gets that out going field, he could eye for the Great Gatehouse as well. Nice pushing forward. Maganel. Got an okay hit there, nothing too significant. Springballs pick up one of the Maganels, overkilled it. Springballs can't find the other one. Since there's a crossbow firing away over here. The ground force however is pushing forward, can't keep pulling him back. Doesn't have the palisade walls fixed over here yet. Freeway both finds some extra health regen and attack speed. Basic aim is units and zeal. Magno finds a great shot right there. Magno's going to find another great shot. Ringgold's firing away. He does dodge that one. More palace cars before the field. His opponent's man-at-arms. They're not upgraded from twin weapons or blunt weapons. As the man-at-arms are getting researched, the palace cars will be a horrendous choice. Good hits there. Now I does get a mercy repair on this outpost. A little bit overkill, honestly, but not like his opponent's actually really threatening a lot of other structures. But got the keep now being put on the back line here, and maybe a good idea for the Great Gatehouse as well. Both sides have a usable amount of gold. You can see this gold being collected up here, and still this one's untouched. Crossbows and Zuchus about to get overran. And that outpost is in blaze, so it's need a bit of time for mercy repairs to be available once again. Fire Lancers pushing forward, Elite Fire Lancers. Elite Fire Lancers do have extra torch damage. We've got a Culverin here. It could be overwhelmed by the Fire Lancer. Fire Lancers do have 2 inherent pierce armor, and they do bonus hit versus siege, but not versus range units like horsemen. And the Clockwork Springballs looks like they did tank a shot there from the Culverin. Just news gains some good damage there, as well as crossbows. Blue's frontline armor is starting to get disintegrated. Has been no archers and crossbows here themselves. Archers in this case would be a bit better than crossbows. Fire Lancers, however, gains 50 damage on in. These forces will be pulling the field. Now got these villagers advancing forth and maybe eyeing for another keep. He does have enough stone for another keep. And looks like the Holy Roman Empire player does back out the game now. This is Anna Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.